Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a review of the new fragrance from CLIVE Christian, Cashmere Musk. And yes, you better believe that I was on cloud 9 when I heard about this release because cashmere is one, if not my most favorite note in perfumery. If a fragrance has cashmere in it, I already know that I'm going to be addicted to it essentially. And I'm also a big lover of musk as well. So cashmere musk, I literally thought that I was in heaven when I heard about this release. So I'm very happy that I was able to get my hands on a bottle, and I want to do a little first impression review, a little bit more than a first impression because I've had this for about 5 days now and I've worn it multiple times. So I want to kind of share my thoughts on this scent, if I think it's worth the price. And the thing is about cashmere is that it's just a note that I really resonate with. It just always adds for me a very calming, smooth, very luxurious feel to a fragrance. So like I was saying, whenever I see the note of cashmere in a fragrance, I automatically assume that it's going to feel very elegant, very luxurious. There's just going to be something special added into the fragrance, and that is no exception with Cashmere Musk. CLIVE Christian already is a very luxurious niche house known for their very high-end quality scents. The oils that they use are very high quality, and that is why they're also known for their very high price tag. But the other thing that I really love about CLIVE Christian is that they're very unique scents. Everything that I have in my collection from CLIVE Christian is one of a kind, truly one of a kind, and I would not compare it to really anything else. I think this is technically my 4th bottle of CLIVE Christian in my collection, and it's just, there's nothing that I can compare it to. So I just want to start off by saying that it's definitely a very unique scent, a very unique house. So the inspiration behind this fragrance, it's released to feel like a very warm, enveloping hug. Essentially, the inspiration is a very luxurious cashmere sweater. Very soft, very warming, very comforting, but very high-end at the same time. Like there's something very next level about this type of scent. It's not so typical. And the bottle is beautiful as well. This is going to be the letter E with cashmere and musk. I really like the bottle design. It just captures your glance. Like there's just something about the presence, you know? Like you have certain bottles in your collection that your eye just automatically goes to. It just has a very regal presence to it with this very nice gold crown cap. And just the shape of the bottle as well is really nice. So I just wanted to point that out. Packaging, presentation, and the quality of the scent is very good. But let's jump back into cashmere and musk. This is going to be a very elevated skin scent. And I just want to put it out there first before I jump into my review of this scent that you're going to hear me say that this fragrance is a skin scent. And I don't want you to think automatically when you hear me say that I'm saying that this is a very light fragrance or that it doesn't perform, because that's not really the case with this. I'm going to explain deeper in a moment. But what I mean by a skin scent is that this fragrance's inspiration is literally bare skin and cashmere. It's going to be one of those scents that doesn't really smell like a fragrance so much. Like it doesn't smell like you're trying to really wear something that's very outlandish or something that's going to get a lot of attention. This is a fragrance that smells like your skin but better. That's what I mean by a skin scent. It's your skin but better. There's just some really elegant nuances to this, but it's going to smell different on every different person's skin. It's really going to melt into your own personal pH, and I've smelled this on a few different people and it smelled very different on me than it does on them. So with that being said, just keep that in mind. This is going to be like one of those ISO-y super kind of your skin but better types of scents. So the notes in Cashmere Musk, we have rose, Sichuan pepper, and ginger, which you guys also know I really love ginger. There's some very soft floral elements in this with that rose. There's a little bit of jasmine and cashmere, and with guaiac wood, musk, and ambroxan. So you are gonna get, like I was saying, that molecule that's going to really help kind of bump it up a little bit, also change the scent on your skin. It's so cozy, and there's something in this in the opening. It's interesting because there's something a little fruity, but not like, it doesn't jump out at you as fruity. There's something a little sweet. It's really hard to pick out exactly what it is. It's like in between like apple and orange, something in that realm, but it's not citrusy, zesty, sharp. It's very creamy. And I also get a very subtle type of like cinnamon notes. Like it's a little bit something lightly spiced in a gourmand way. It's kind of crazy to say, but it kind of smells a little bit like a very cozy spiced apple cider mixed with cashmere, but done in a very creamy way. It's not like a juicy scent at all. That kind of fruity, slightly spiced on top of white musk. You get a lot of musk right from the get-go along with that cashmere, but they kind of go hand in hand. It smells very rich and very understated, and it smells brighter on the skin as well. Whenever you put this on your skin, it's going to be a little bit louder and brighter. And you also get this really beautiful, very slight kind of clean linen feel coming from the cashmere. Not quite like straight up fresh and clean, like clean laundry, but a very slight type of element in this, but not so straightforward. It's very unique, almost kind of like the most high-end cashmere sweater, high-end like sheets, very luxurious cashmere or silk sheets. There's very, very little spice in this. I think that the ginger in this is in a way, because it's very creamy, the ginger in this is kind of supporting the woodiness underneath. Along with that pepper, you're not going to get a ton of pepper in this, but what you will get is a very slight kind of like cinnamon, like a creamy cinnamon, like in a baked good. But I want to reiterate, this is going to be a fragrance that smells like your skin, but better. When you wear something like this, it's not going to necessarily smell like you're wearing a fragrance, but there's going to be something about your aura that people around you are going to be drawn to you. It's very interesting. Like people are going to feel attracted to you, like not necessarily, you know, like in a flirty way, but people around you are going to feel like they want to come closer to you. They're drawn to you for some reason. It's not going to be in the forefront of their mind that it's because of a fragrance that you're wearing. It's just going to be something about you. Like there's just something about that person. Like I want to get closer to them. But you can definitely smell this. It's not like a very loud, look at me type of perfume, but in a way, it even kind of adds to the luxuriousness of it. Like there's something very high-end feeling about an understated perfume, especially when it's done with the quality of the oils and just the scent in general that is in cashmere musk. Impeccable quality. And as it dries, it does start to become a little tiny bit powdery, like almost kind of like this dusting on top of this scent. Not like full-blown powdery at all. It does keep that really nice creaminess throughout it, but you start to get something that's a little dusty. And also you start to get more of those florals in the mid and dry down as well. I really start to get more of that rose on my skin versus the jasmine. But the main accord of this scent that you're going to get is this gorgeous, gorgeous cashmere. And it gets more complex as it dries as well. It's kind of like it's unveiling these new layers to the scent. When your skin gets warmed up, like if you go outside and it's warmer, this blooms off the skin. I wore this to the gym the other day. When I first got it, I wanted to spray it on myself immediately, naturally. And then I went to the gym after that. And when I was like halfway through the workout, when I was starting to like get warmed up, this stuff was flying off of my skin, like that muskiness. It was really something. So I think that for that reason, this is really great for the summer. Like this would be an incredibly sensual summer night fragrance, like very, very sensual, very enticing. But the thing is that I like about it as well is that creamy kind of slight citrus fruitiness that's in the opening, it really sticks through to the dry down. You really get to keep that beautiful, it does become more subtle, but it remains and it's really nice. But of course, with the performance of this, it's not going to be a super loud performing fragrance. The projection on this is very, very minimal unless you're outside in the heat. Then that's kind of when it starts to pump off of your skin more. But generally, this is going to stay very close to the skin. But the thing is that the longevity on this is actually very good. I got a solid like 6 hours, in between 6 to 8 hours the times that I've worn it on my skin. So it's really good for this type of scent profile, but it's not going to fly off of you. but it does leave a little bit of a scent trail. Not a huge scent trail, but I have noticed that it'll come off a little bit as you're moving. It's a very quiet statement. It's woody, it's musky, it's a creamy, beautiful, luxurious cashmere scent. Unisex, maybe leaning slightly masculine for some women that smell this, I think. For me personally, I don't think that it leans masculine at all. This is my dream scent profile. This is something that I absolutely love to wear, that I feel very empowered when I wear, but because of that muskiness and that woodiness, I think that some women might think that it's a little masculine. But if you're a woman out there that really enjoys just like borderline, like super unisex fragrances, you will love this. And also, once again, I think it's going to work perfectly for this summer because of the muskiness, because of the way that it performs on your skin in the heat, and also because of the rose. It's not very bright, but it's also not very dark. You know, there's nothing very heavy in this. There's no leather, there's no patchouli. Even the woods are very understated in this. It's perfect if you don't want a very loud, intrusive, or typical scent. It's not a blue scent, it's not a green scent, it's not like what people are normally reaching for. So you will smell unique when you wear something like Cashmere Musk, just on the quiet side. It's very cozy, you get a little bit of that dusting of something that smells like cinnamon to me, but it's also a very dressy, your skin but better type of scent, very elegant in that way. But at the same time, very cozy and sensual. This just oozes this gorgeous, very inviting sensuality about it. Mixing with your skin's pH, it is incredible. I truly adore it. It's very elegant, but it's also one of those scents that you just want to snuggle up next to. You want to get real nice and cozy with it. Very attractive in that way. Very versatile. You could easily wear this type of scent in basically any occasion and you're gonna smell amazing. And it works beautifully in the heat. I've worn this outdoors in Miami multiple times and I've had no issues with the performance. So the price is where things get a little iffy. For a 50 ml bottle, the retail is $415. Wow, quite the investment. A luxury price for a luxury item. But the thing is that I will get a ton of wear with this. My absolute favorite note in perfumery, cashmere and musk. I love that very subtle spiciness and that kind of apple cider. It's just very cozy to me, very nostalgic as well. And the thing is with this is that it'll layer beautifully with so many other fragrances. You just have to test it out for yourself at your local like Neiman's, wherever they carry CLIVE Christian, and weigh if the price, if it's worth it for you, because it is very expensive. It is not something you should be blind buying whatsoever. Always get a sample or a decant when you can, because guys, that's a lot of money for a fragrance, but I do think that it's worth it. If you really love cashmere, your skin but better types of scents, this is the best out there. This is the best that you could possibly get. So it just depends on your personal preference and what feels like you. But for me, I really love and adore everything about it. And I'm realizing that I'm starting to become a big fan of CLIVE Christian. So guys, that was just my first impression review of the new fragrance from CLIVE Christian, Cashmere Musk, Cashmere Musk. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a comment below. What do you think about CLIVE Christian? What is your favorite from the house? I would love to know. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.